welcome Ariana Stowe. Hi, Ariana. How are you?
Hi, Elsa. I'm so excited. How are you?
Fabulous. I've been looking forward to this interview, and we're just gonna have fun. It's like two girls chilling, having mimosas. That's the vibe.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the vibe of this interview. So listen, let's jump right into it. Tell us, if you would please, about your personal story, because it's so fascinating. You shared it with me on show prep, in show prep, and I'd love for you to share that with the audience.
Yeah, so I like to start my story kind of at the beginning because I feel like my life has come completely full circle. And by that, I mean, and I don't even know if I shared this with you, Elsa, but I was born premature at 26 weeks.
No, you didn't tell
And
me.
so after I was born, I stayed in the hospital for about 60 days. And I think when I really think about that story and the fact that I was born 2 pounds, 6 ounces, I believe that my life is a miracle. I believe that it is a gift and that I have to do something with that gift. And I've kind of always felt that at different points of my life. And so way back when I was in middle school, I read To Kill a Mockingbird and I was like, I gotta be an attorney. Like, I gotta be a lawyer. I'm gonna be the female version of Atticus Finch. I'm gonna fight for the people and be the voice for the voiceless. And so that was my path. And so I literally did every internship you can imagine in law. I was locked in pre-law, in college, this whole thing. And then I graduated from college, started working at a law firm, and realized at 22 years old, maybe this wasn't quite it for me. Like maybe not yet, maybe down the line, but not at that moment. And so as I was going through that, of course, right, you kind of have to grieve the dream that you thought you were going to have. And I decided to take on a new challenge and opportunity and apply to a program that I had actually already failed once getting in. And so I can definitely speak to anyone who can relate about overcoming failure and challenges. And so I applied a second time, got into the program, which is the Fulbright program, and then embarked on the adventure of a lifetime and moved to Brazil for a year to teach English at a university in a country where I did not know the language. I mean, it was exciting. I never forget how excited I was because it felt like I don't really know what's next. And I'm actually at peace with that because up until that point in my life, everything had been strategically planned out. I'll get into a little bit of my fitness story as well. I grew up an athlete playing basketball for many, many years and played in college as well. But that was very much my parents' dream and what they wanted. And this was finally my chance to pursue something that I wanted at such a young age. So I was really excited, really excited. Now, what happened while I was in Brazil? It was amazing. Had the time of my life, made a lot of impact. I started a gospel choir while I was there because I wanted to introduce English language in the form of music, and to see Brazilian students singing Kurt Franklin, like y'all can just only imagine. I mean, it was really, really amazing. But I experienced time freedom too. And I only worked about 25 hours a week as a teacher, and literally the rest of the time was mine. And I had never really experienced that in my life at that point. And so I said, okay, I know I can't take every piece of Brazil back with me. I mean, I was ready to just overstay my visa and never come back. I was just like, this is it for me. Like this is it for me, mom and dad. And they were not too excited about that. And so I came back and I said, okay, let me at least investigate what it would look like to live a life on my terms and not have to have it be so tied into work and a career and things like that. And so I pivoted a little bit, and I was at I went through a temp agency and worked at the Smithsonian, which then led me to working for a nonprofit. And I started running a STEM program, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in Baltimore City. I worked with inner city Baltimore youth and was able to get into engineering programs at Apple in California, travel with them, competitions, very fulfilling work. Really, truly one of the highlights of my life outside of Brazil, but I still wasn't fulfilled yet. I didn't have that inner fulfillment, even though I was doing fulfilling work. Like those aren't always the same thing. And so then I decided to step out on faith and I started my first business. I left corporate in 2018, and then January 1 every year is my business anniversary, which is a big deal for business owners. And that's when I launched Ariana Stowe Fitness. Now, Ariana Stowe Fitness was already in the making, and this is an important piece, for about 4 to 5 years at that point, because I had been sharing my journey, my transformation. I had already started working with clients because I started as a Beachbody coach, and like people knew me for fitness. So I was like, this is an easy pivot. I'm now taking the knowledge that I had in one area and I'm just applying it into my own brand. This is going to be amazing. And it was, until the pandemic hit. When the pandemic hit, I had been training clients in person and online. I pivoted completely online, obviously, with everything going on, and realized pivoting online gave me my time back again. And remember, the time freedom was the piece that I had enjoyed the most living in Brazil, that I'm still trying to make happen in my own life, right?